Let's start by brainstorming the key elements. The main character is a detective, Clara Voss, who has to solve a murder in a small coastal town. The victim is a reclusive artist, Eleanor Hart, found dead in her studio. The suspects include her estranged brother, a jealous rival artist, and her former lover. First, I should establish the setting. A small coastal town named Seabrook. It's isolated, with a tight-knit community, which means rumors spread quickly. The studio where Eleanor was found is filled with her paintings, which might hold clues. Maybe the paintings are of the ocean, but there's something off about them. Clara Voss is returning to her hometown after a decade. Why did she leave? Maybe a past failure or a personal reason. She's haunted by something, which adds depth to her character. Her expertise in art history could be crucial since the paintings are key to the mystery. Eleanor Hart was reclusive, so not many people saw her. Her death seems like a suicide, but Clara notices inconsistencies. The locked studio, the position of the body, maybe the murder weapon isn't what it seems. The suspects each have motives. The brother, Thomas, might be after inheritance. The rival artist, Marcus, could be jealous of her talent. The former lover, Lila, might have unresolved issues. The title is The Silent Witness, which suggests that the witness isn't a person. Maybe the paintings themselves are the silent witnesses. Eleanor's final painting, The Silent Witness, is missing. Clara could realize that the paintings reflect real events or secrets. The brush strokes or symbols in the paintings might lead her to the killer. Clara's investigation leads her to interview each suspect. Thomas is hostile, Marcus is arrogant, Lila is evasive. She uncovers past conflicts. The missing painting could have depicted the killer, so they took it to hide their identity. Maybe the positioning of the body was staged to look like a suicide, but the angle of the wound or the presence of a certain object contradicts that. Clara's breakthrough comes when she deciphers a hidden message in Eleanor's paintings. Perhaps each painting corresponds to a suspect's secret. The final painting, once found, reveals the killer's identity. Maybe the killer is Thomas, who stood to inherit her estate, and the painting shows him in a compromising situation. Or Marcus, whose career was failing, so he killed her out of envy. I need to plant clues throughout the story. For example, a detail in the studio that only someone with art knowledge would notice. The missing painting's frame left behind, or a specific color used that matches something from a suspect's past. Red herrings could be Lila's emotional outbursts, making her seem guilty, but she's actually innocent. The climax could involve Clara confronting the killer in the studio, using the paintings as evidence. Maybe a struggle ensues, and the killer reveals their motive. The resolution ties up loose ends, and Clara finds closure, both in the case and her personal past. I should also develop Clara's backstory. Why did she leave Seabrook? Maybe a case went wrong, or a personal loss. Her return forces her to face those demons, adding emotional depth. The setting of the stormy coast mirrors the turmoil in the story and Clara's inner state. Need to ensure the pacing is tight, with clues revealed gradually. The silent witness, the painting, needs to be integral to the plot. Maybe Eleanor knew she was in danger and left the painting as a clue. The title ties into the theme of art revealing truths that people cannot see. Potential plot holes to avoid. How did the killer get into the locked studio? Maybe they had a key, or Eleanor let them in. The missing painting's importance needs to be established early. The motive should be plausible and tied to the characters' backgrounds. I'll outline the chapters. Introduction to Clara and the town, the discovery of the body, meeting the suspects, investigating the studio, uncovering clues in the paintings, the missing painting, confrontation with the killer, and resolution. Each chapter should end with a clue or a twist to keep readers engaged.